type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Texas Longhorns and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, both teams are in the top 10. This SEC matchup is going to be hard. He said we have to eliminate all penalties at the line of scrimmage and be the most efficient version of ourselves all season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. He took the risk bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Riley. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Out wide left, it's Napier. Sprinting away. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle back, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
He'll take a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Running inside, it's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
3rd and long right here. Back to throw, it's Levitt. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And they're attacking attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
Deep shot for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Handoff, Caden Durham. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. He's loose down the left side. Inside the 30, the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorn! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. A delay of game penalty, just a mistake that you can't have happen at this point of the game and this part of the field. The Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback keeps it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. On the run, it Smothers. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Never a doubt they lead the offense on the field. 4th and short from the 48. He's going for it all. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. To throw, it's Levin. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
The Tigers are rolling down the field. Here's some daylight. Enough to move the chains. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Looking for more room. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Floats it out in space. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Stopped right there.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. This offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Berry. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Here's a give to Durham. And he's brought down after a short gain. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Moving out to the right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Finds his tight end. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. Here's Manning to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply can't.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Manning to the air again. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Arch Madness. Unloads it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Cowboys, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Dropping back, it's Levin. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Was to pass. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, it's picked off. Turning it on. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moves the pocket. It's Levin. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Back to the ground game on the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
He's changing the play. They want to run this quarterback. LSU will get a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Fresh center down's going to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Still looking. On the move, he fires. Left side is buried. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it in his belly. Pass to 6. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Red Evan on the RPO. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Keeps it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
And this offense, man, they're going to need more of that. That running back, bro, he's had a day. He's done really, really well. Nice job trying to get back in this game in the second half. Nice job running the option. Quarterback making the read, getting the big play, and getting the first down.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. On target. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They put the brakes on it.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Levitt. Out wide left, it's Wilson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver.